Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the next episode of Star Trek Online Emergence, where we continue on our journey with the episode called Time and Tide, which is our next episode. We're going to do a little traveling since I didn't feel like traveling.
We have been contacted by the Federation from the 29th century. Their Temporal Integrity Commission is charged with protecting the timeline from factions who might want to change history. Considering our recent experiences, we feel the need to better understand the rules of time travel. However, it's important we don't know too much about the future, so we have decided to designate one representative to learn what we need to know. Given your record, you were the logical choice. You were to rendezvous with the USS Postok. Her captain will give you a more thorough briefing upon arrival.
Yeah, but wouldn't the timeline change if they took me out of the past anyways? Well, I mean, they already kind of did. Alrighty. Why is Beyond the Nexus popping up? Have I not done that one yet? Oh, wrong arc. Sorry. It's not part of the yesterday art. Oh, pfft. That's the next arc of missions. So right now I'm working on Future Proof. Alright. Time to travel to the Delta Quadrant. Let's make this my active mission in progress. Alright, let's begin. I'm going to give the younger guys a break and bring in my seasoned guys. Bring him in so he can have some fun. And if there's music in the background, I don't care because I'm not monetizing. Sorry, Memo.
Please report to the USS Postok.
Alright, well, I'm back on this ship again. Hello, Captain Walker.
It's a pleasure to see you again. I'm glad you were selected as your time's representative. I can't imagine a better selection. Of course, I already knew you were going to be chosen, but that doesn't change my appreciation. Your recent experiences with time travel have begun a new phase of development, and a perilous one at that. Understanding the rules of time travel is of vital importance.
Well, yeah, I've been pulled back. I've been pulled from the 23rd century. I've lived in the 25th century for God knows how long, and now I'm getting sent to the future now. So it's nothing new to me. And I've been back to the 23rd century to help fix things because some Klingon wanted to go mess with his own past. And then the Nakuls get involved. As a temporal agent, I know that all too well. Of course, now the audio's gone. Today you'll be going to the signing of the Temporal Accords. It is an honor you've earned as an agent, and I think it's important that you see for yourself what the work of the Alliance will lead to and how important it is to the future civilization. So see, now I think with this, this dialogue will probably be different for everybody else. This is more focused towards the 23rd century guys because they basically are temporal agents. They got pulled out of the 23rd century by Daniels, and they've been riding along the time stream since. Thank you. It's an honor.
Are you ready to visit the future?
I think I haven't been to the future before. No, I haven't been to the future yet. I haven't been to the future yet. So yes, take me to the future.
Welcome to New Kittimer.
Oh no, is it product placement? Alright, Captain. Welcome to the
Here we are.
2800s.
Since you're from the past, I'll be your chaperone during the event, hopefully protecting you from any temporal incidents. Purely procedural, of course. You've already demonstrated your ability to remain silent about things you aren't supposed to know.
Acknowledged. And what am I not supposed to know?
Welcome, gentle being, to the signing of the Temporal Accords. Your biosigns aren't listed on our register today. I'll need to... Wait, I know you. I wrote a paper about you in classical history class at the Academy. I must say, you look much younger than your holo images. Wait,
Duh.
what year did you come from?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one. Which era did you write a paper on me about? The 23rd century era or the 25th century era? But I guess I'm from 2410.
Oh, that explains why you look so young. Well, you sure have an eventful future ahead of you. Forget I said that. I'm not supposed to say things like that. To be honest, I'm still getting used to the new temporal regulations. They can be a little confusing. Anyway, the TIC crews are scrubbing the hall for anything that might cause a paradox if visitors from the past, like yourself, encounter them. It will be just a few moments.
Very well.
Perhaps you would like to chat with some of our other guests here in the lobby. I believe they have all been cleared for trans-temporal interactions. I'm sure you'll have plenty to talk about.
Indeed. Oh, talk to people in the lobby, so... Talk to people in here, huh? Oh. The ones with the information icons above their head. Oh, hey, you! Aren't you always hanging out at Starbase?
Greetings, friend. How may I help you? Same reason as you, I'll imagine. To witness the signing of the Temporal Accords. Usually, temporal agents watch holo recordings of the event. But the three of us were given special dispensation to come and view the Accords personally. Perks for graduating at the top of the class, I suppose.
Yeah, but you're also on Earth Space Dock. You're also, well, we haven't got to those missions yet, but yeah, we'll talk about those later. Oh, we got a Nakul protester. Hey, well, I'm sorry about your homeworld. The Nakul are here to protest the signing of these unlawful, biased accords. Why? The Tholians ravaged our homeworld thanks to the Federation's ineptitude. Oh, gee, I just did that yesterday. In one dark moment, my people were scattered throughout the stars. All we were, our history, our way of life, was nearly lost. When we needed the Federation the most, we were denied. Terrorists, they called us. Criminals. The dregs of the galaxy. These worlds, these deeds will never be forgotten or forgiven. Well, you know what? It didn't help that you sent some guy to the 22nd century to try to, or actually the 20th century, and messed with World War II. And then you've been meddling in affairs in the 23rd century and in the current timeline your people have. But I don't know if that's before or after these accords have been signed. I'm not sure what the tragedy of the past has to do with today's events. And well, we did what we could. We weren't quick enough to save your world from the destruction by the Tholians. The Tholians only did it for who knows what. I think, well, because they did it because they wanted to get rid of you guys because of what they know happens in your guys' future.
Today, the Federation and their lackeys come to tell the galaxy which timeline is best and what they'll do to keep it that way. But who are they to dictate such terms? To tell us that their history is more important than ours?
So to change the past despite the risks could undo your own existence. My existence has been nothing but hardship and pain, the life of an exile. I'd gladly sacrifice it to restore my homeworld and prevent the mass exodus of my people. Don't tell me you wouldn't do the same. Were our places reversed, I'd resist the temptation. Too much could go wrong to risk it.
Attention all guests. The
Like
main
what's his
hall
name
is
found
now
out during
open.
World War
Please
II.
make your way to your seats.
That was it? Only 2 people to talk to? Alright, well I guess we're moving on to the next. Oh. Didn't realize it did that. Speak to the observers. Alright, well let's go talk to this Nakul now.
The Nakul are not here to sign these accords. We have already been victims of time-traveling aliens. But somehow this incursion into the timeline has been overlooked. Perhaps because of its importance to the founding of the Galactic Union. We proposed an amendment to restore our home world in the timeline, but it was rejected. Therefore we are here, with all eyes of the galaxy upon us, to point out the hypocrisy and unlawfulness of these accords.
I see. Yeah, well, we could only do so much, and we would have helped you.
Your uniform. 25th century, correct?
No,
You're
early
definitely
23rd century.
A visitor from the past, and an honored one at that. Welcome to the 28th century. I hope you'll enjoy seeing
I thought
what
this
your
was the
work and
29th.
sacrifice has wrought.
I thought this was the 29th century, not the 28th. Yeah, well, actually, the uniforms I'm actually wearing are not from the 25th century. They're from the Discovery era of Star Trek. before Captain Pike and Captain Kirk. Thank you for the honor. Thank you for the honor. Ferengi observer.
These accords are going to provide quite the opportunity for historical studies of economic matters. I hear the Grand Nagus is going to formally announce several new temporal rules of acquisition soon. I hope at least one of them covers going back in time to beat someone to a deal.
No, these cords are more to protect you from doing that. And I wonder who became Nagus after Rom. That's because it sounds like they went back to their old ways. Hopefully in the way that prevents such activities. Okay, Lucari Ambassador.
Greetings. Pardon me for saying so, but you look very familiar. Have we met before? Wait, I remember you from my history studies. You saved our home world. There's a statue in your honor in the capital city on Lucari Prime. Oh, wait. That's already happened for you, right?
No, hasn't happened yet.
Good. Woo.
At least not that I'm aware of.
Just my luck to cause a paradox here, today. Can you imagine?
What, are you a relative of Kumarakan? Or whatever her name is? That would be a little awkward, yes. An Orion Observer.
I am reminded of a quote from ancient Earth. And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
Interesting perspective. Alexander should have looked to the stars. Oh, yeah. I gotta try to stick to reality there in that instance.
The Borg have a checkered past when it comes to time travel, particularly where the Federation is concerned.
Yeah, you tried to mess up the
we've had
beginning
a
of the
chance to
Federation.
make amends. The Cooperative is proud to be a part of today's proceedings.
As am I. It's quite an honor.
We Kabali are quite thankful to see the Accords go into effect. Many who disagree with our customs could be tempted to return to a point in time where those customs could be disrupted permanently.
Yeah, it was kind of happened a little bit during the Kobali incident and all those other episodes that I had to deal with in the past. No one here is without an enemy that would see them erased from time. No, I'm not speaking to the Master of Ceremonies yet.
I must say, I am privileged to witness this historic event. Truly, it is a singular honor. I'm humbled, as I'm sure you are as well.
Indeed, we'll be seeing history in the making today. Well, future history in the making.
Gasindi are no strangers to temporal affairs.
Yeah, we know.
The tragic conflict with Earth in the 22nd century and our manipulation by the Sphere Builders are matters of deep shame for us all. We support the Accords with the hope that they will prevent such tragedies from this day forth.
It's kind of an odd actor voice for that character. Laws are one thing, the will to enforce them is another. Of course, Tholian's really
Time travelers are cowards like me. Their breeding conspiracy that are sustained at first, rather than the memory of the past, and their dreams of the future.
I'm sure your support of the Accords is appreciated.
While the Accords promise to safeguard the time stream for us all, I can't help but ponder the opportunities for temporal abuse that will remain after they are signed. I fear great imbalance could occur, despite the very good intentions of all the signatories involved.
Enforce the Accords properly, well, that won't really matter. You make a good point. Alright, Tholians, what do you have to say about all this?
The Tholian Assembly has decided to support the Accords. We are concerned that a rogue individual or species could disrupt our development. The Accords do not go far enough. We want to end all time travel for any reason. We will continue to lobby for change aggressively. Should the Union fail to preserve the timeline, the Assembly will succeed by any means necessary. That is all.
It must be your friendly nature that got you selected as an ambassador. Got a couple more. Oh, Dominion representatives.
I
wonder if they changed that to incorporate the new stuff that just came out.
Pleased to observe this most historic event. Although the Dominion was not greatly affected by the development of time travel, we have an interest in safeguarding the time stream.
It's good to hear.
Jolan True, you are from the past. From before the time the Romulans joined the Federation, I wager.
No.
How strange all of this must be.
They have joined the Federation.
The entire galaxy unites in preserving the timeline. This is truly a momentous day for all.
Indeed it is. Alright, well I guess we get the show on the road.
Well, one of our very special guests. It is so nice to meet you. I am Wixit, your humble master of ceremonies for this historic event.
Are you related
Quite
to
an
me,
honor,
Wix?
wouldn't you say? So exciting. This ceremony is about to begin, so you should find your seat. But I'd love to chat with you after the signing.
Looking forward to it.
Delegates and honored guests, your attention please. The signing ceremony is about to begin. Please take your seats.
Time for hell to break loose.
Representatives from dozens of species have gathered to witness this historic event. It looks like they are getting ready to begin the formal signing. Of course, this is largely ceremonial. The negotiation... Wait, there is some kind of disturb...
This oppression will not stand. The time stream shall be free. We will liberate the galaxy from the tyranny of the Temporal Accords. We shall wipe the stain of the Federation from history.
Quick, get the delegates to safety. The Krenim are taking the delegates hostage. The Krenim have grabbed the delegates and are holding them hostage in some nearby offices. This is damn peculiar. We're facing a major temporal flux here. The hostiles have neutralized embassy security, but it looks like they weren't expecting us to be here. It's up to us to rescue the delegates.
Acknowledged. Oh my goodness. Take out these guys first.
Watch out! More Krenim beaming in! More Krenim! Neutralize them as quickly as possible. We need to save those delegates.
hostage in the embassy offices. Please, anyone, help!
Let's clean out this. Don't need that. Come on. Moving on.
The Krenim are holding us hostage, requesting immediate assistance.
Hang on, we're on our way.
Cooperate, and you won't be harmed. Be safe, and your sleep cannot be guaranteed.
I thought my life path was at an end. My thanks for proving me wrong.
You're welcome.
It was a good day to die for the Krenim.
Yeah, see, is this the 29th century or the 28th century? Because the Klingon said it was in the 28th century. Captain Walker said it was in the 29th century. Well, unless he's from the 29th century and the Accords were signed in the 28th century, which is, I'm assuming, how it's actually supposed to be. I thought there was people in there, but I guess not. Alright, let's move on to the next room.
My world. And now you saved me. I'm beginning to like you.
Are you the mother of Caldano? Because Caldano is a human Vulcan Lucari hybrid. That's what he is.
I shall live to serve the Founders another day. My thanks to you, of course.
Is Odo still alive?
This wasn't supposed to happen. History says the Accords were signed and there was no mention of an attack.
Should return to the ships and see if we can... Oh, I guess I got them all. Alright, I guess we're going to ship time now.
Those look like Krenim ships.
They're attacking in force. We've got to stop them before they disrupt the timeline any further.
This conference will not continue. I won't abide it. All ships, fire at will. Leave no survivors.
All because of his wife got killed. That's part of the reason. Do you?
Oh no, not this time. This time you will not prevail. Taste the bitter dregs of failure.
Well, it's not our fault that you couldn't keep your wife. You're the one that fought up. Well, they didn't exactly all disappear. They just became a different creature. Went into a different alternate realm. Definitely a lot easier in normal mode.
The Nakul have used the Krenim attack as a cover to attack the temporal sensor array. All our forces are tied up fighting the Krenim. We can't afford to lose that array. It monitors the time stream for incursions. If it were damaged, people could travel into the past without being detected. Curious. The Krenim and Nakul vessels have started fighting each other in the confusion. Let's make the most of that, shall we?
Well, they did kind of mess. They're kind of aren't exactly in good terms. use 29th century technology, I think. Decoy sucks. Just wiped me out like nothing. These guys are not easy. Take this station. When they do that stupid protective shield, you have to go after the distortion, but you can't hurt the shield. Time to protect the array now. I wouldn't mind being stuck in this century, but I really don't want to, because there's a lot of my history that has yet to come, and if I don't get back, things are going to change.
on over here. Stay focused on the array. Most of the Krenim ships. Engaging Anorax now. The more the merrier.
Interrupted me, and then I got destroyed. Thank you very much.
Noi. I seem to remember a little about him from my briefing on your timeline. He was a Krenim researcher on the Anorax timeship project, if memory serves.
Yep. He helped us against the Iconians.
I thought as much. Something must have disturbed the timeline. I'm afraid you will need to return to your own time to investigate. I'll accompany you, but I can't interact with anybody from your time. I'll open a portal when you're ready. Are you ready now?
Yeah, the only reason why he's upset because he one of their simulations and attempts to save the Romulan homeworld from its destruction destroyed his wife's species, and now they didn't exactly get destroyed, they just got pushed into another dimension. We're ready to engage, Captain.
You are cleared for docking.
Alright, Supervisor, what do you have to say?
Welcome back to Kiana. We hadn't expected to see you again so soon. To what do we owe the pleasure?
I have some questions about Noi.
Noi? Well, he's been working on some secret project of late. To be honest, he's been more than a little hostile, and that's saying something for Noi. I was about to check in with him, if you would like to accompany me.
Lead on, Supervisor. Hey, Noi.
Oh, it's you. I thought I'd seen the last of you. What do you want? I'm very busy.
What are you working on? Come on now, Admiral. You can read, can't you? Access my latest report to command if you want to know what I'm working on. Feel free to waste the time of the charming bureaucrat standing next to you. But I'll thank you to stop wasting mine. Now, if this interrogation is over, I have more important matters to attend to. Good day. We're not done, Noi, and watch your tone.
Like I said, more than a little hostile. He's been like this for some time now, and no one's sure why.
We have reason to believe he may be plotting treason. Would it be possible to see what he was working on?
Treason? Noi? I mean, sure, he's been difficult to work with, but... Oh, I hope you're wrong. Noi has top-level access to everything we're working on here. I don't need to tell you how much damage that could do in the wrong hands. Let me call up his files.
Thank you, Supervisor.
He was working on the Anoraks. Wait a minute. It looks like he was accessing the launch protocols and docking clamps.
Ah, I see you found my farewell gift, Trala. I'm so glad. As for you, I'm taking command of the Anoraks now. I can see that bothers you greatly. So will the numerous bombs I've left behind.
Is that new setup for the bomb Okay. I thought I was going to have to do something else. All this because he lost his wife during the Iconium incident. And child, because she was pregnant. Alright, Trala. Let's get you, revive you.
Noi stole the Anoraks? I can't believe it. How could he do such a thing? What drove him to betray us like this?
Maybe there's a clue in his personal logs. Well, I know what drove him to do it.
There's only one way to find out. Computer, bring up the research notes and personal logs of researcher Noi. Authorization Trala 23, Victor 6 Sigma.
Thank you, Supervisor. Access logs. Really? Couldn't just do it from the computer I was already at?
Please input your selection below.
Access log. Personal log supplemental. We had some visitors from the Alliance today. Noi was rather rude to them, but I managed to smooth things over this time. Still, he has good reason to be stressed. The war isn't going well, and there's a lot of pressure on him right now. He could be a bit more agreeable, however. Perhaps a peace offering. Those Terran snack cakes he's so fond of, with the... what is the word? Nougat? I tried to tell him about the baby again last night, but he was so stressed out I just couldn't add to his burden. Hopefully things will calm down a bit soon and I can tell him. On a positive note, my work is progressing quite well. I believe these logs should now be shielded from any kind of temporal incursion. So that's what she did when the ship was in the process of losing temporal containment. Personal log supplemental. My review of the time capsule files is complete. What I have learned has shocked me to the very core of my being. I had a wife, and she was pregnant. My wife and unborn child were murdered by the Federation and their allies. No, they weren't. You're the one that we just erased something and it basically erased her species from existence. They devastated my people, murdered my family, and erased an entire species from time and space. I cannot let this stand. This I vow I shall not rest until I have restored my family or avenged their deaths. Time itself shall be the instrument of my vengeance. Well, that's going to be a little difficult because whatever it was that destroyed his wife's species was erased from existence.
Your selection below.
Personal log supplemental. At last, I have found them. The Tutarians.
Yeah, so they became the sphere builders.
Some of them managed to escape the treachery of the Federation, finding sanctuary in a trans-dimensional void. They are powerful. So powerful that some primitive species worship them like gods. And yet they are trapped in their realm, no longer able to exist within prime space. But I can help them. I can release them from Durance Vile. With these builders at my side, I shall have my vengeance for Claudia.
Yeah, well, it doesn't go very well.
Please input your selection below. Download complete.
What the? We're under attack!
Noi has returned, and he's made a number of potent modifications to his ship. We could use some help up here with him and his allies.
That was a long episode.
I have been waiting for this for a long time. At last, I take the first fateful steps upon my path of vengeance.
But I just saw you. Where did you get your allies? What have you done to the Anorax?
As always, your thinking is so limited. For you, it has been moments. But for me, it has been years. Years of planning, building, all to return to this moment in time, to end you.
This doesn't have to happen, Noi.
Oh, but it does. Believe me. You took them from me. My wife, my unborn child. Time was your weapon then, and it is mine now. With it, I will eradicate your wretched alliance, just as you wiped the Tutarians from history. But first things first, it's time for you to die.
You're better than this, Noi. Stand down.
This is Walker. We've got our hands full with Noi over here, but we'll keep him busy while you defend the station. We could use a hand once it's secure, though. Anorax packs quite a punch.
Acknowledged.
Noi is I thought we'd lost you. What happened to Noi?
He disrupted our work field and made his escape in the chaos.
Damn. A rogue agent out there with a ship like the Anorax is a real big problem. One step at a time. Let's get you back to the 25th century once you're ready for the trip.
Fear Builder tech. Looks like they're back, and with a vengeance. A lot of work to be done. Take it one step at a time. Let's get back to the 20th century. Depart the time stream. Alright, well, that is that.
So, Noi turned against us, huh? This is troublesome. With his theft of the Anorax, he poses a great threat to the galaxy. Sadly, I don't think we've seen the last of him.
Nope.
The surprise actions of the Nakul are also a concern. What could they be up to, I wonder? Regardless, I think you'll agree.
Well, right now they're just trying to survive.
The battlefield just got a lot bigger.
Yeah, just a teeny tiny bit. Alright, well that is that. And I see someone just decided to show up right kind of at the end, unless they're watching it earlier. And pretty much, each episode I do is basically a main mission. And I just finished this one. So hope you guys enjoyed. I know there was a few people that kept coming in and out. You're the first one to actually say something. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Until next time. Well, as soon as it decides to cooperate. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I haven't really played KDF. I know that the KDF starts out a little different. So I haven't really had a character that I wanted to try to do the Klingon arc, because I mean the Klingon arc is different up to a certain point, and then it's the same as everybody else. All right, well, yeah, I just finished this episode, so I'm probably be doing another one maybe Monday for the next episode, which is the. What is the next one anyways? Next episode is... Oh, the Temporal Front. Oh, okay, so it's that one. Alright. Come on. I'm trying to quit, but this thing doesn't want to cooperate. There we go.